Hey, what's going on, my YouTube children? Captain Justice back with another great video, and today I just kind of want to just chat, just talk a little bit. We're not going to make tutorials, we're not going to get into some crazy stuff about eBay or buying or selling. I'll get into that, we'll do more videos. But I just wanted to have a little friendly chat, just a little talk about the current situation with the Yu-Gi-Oh market and what I'm starting to see. So, basically, if anybody's kind of noticed, at the start of the pandemic a year ago, everything, especially Pokemon, but Yu-Gi-Oh also does as well as kind of a backup, everything just kind of went, woo, right to the moon. Prices started soaring on crazy stuff. People started buying in. There was a bunch of hype. People were at home. People got bored. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to buy. They didn't know, they wanted to get back into stuff. Well, what do you do when you get stuck at home? And what ended up happening was that the market rocketed, and people bought into the hype. They bought crazy cards. If you ever watch Solemn, by the way, great channel. Go check him out. I love watching Solemn talk about stuff all the time. There was a lot of big names, big cards, expensive stuff being sold at record high prices. We were seeing LOB first editions, PSA 10s going up. We were seeing, Dark Magician Girl PSA 10s, DDS, Blue Eyes White Dragons going up. We saw some big numbers. And that doesn't mean the thing is, it's crashed or anything like that. But we're starting to see the market stabilize just a hair, just a little bit, just that. And this is where it's going to get to a point where this is going to separate when it comes to our, the collectors and the investors like us, hopefully, that really separates the boys from the men. Because here's what's going to end up happening now. The world is starting to slowly get a little more normal. It's starting to open back up. Things are starting to kind of just, we're starting to slowly get there. We're not there yet, but we're making headway. And what's happening is the people that picked these cards up, a lot of this stuff up as a thing, the people that have better things to do or more, more places to go spend their money elsewhere, we're starting to see that market stabilize a little bit, okay? And this is what I want to talk about, just a little bit of the stabilization of the market and what to expect and what to do. The first thing you always do, and I think this is pretty much the only really sound, good investing advice I'm always going to do, is don't panic. Never panic anything, whether you're trading stocks, whether you're trading cryptocurrency, whether you're, physical things like collectibles like this. Don't panic. I'm not worried at all. I mean, I've got a few cards that I've bought in on that I'm trying to sell that I'm probably now, at this current moment, right now, if I'm trying to go for a quick sale, I'm probably going to end up selling at a bit of a loss. But I'm not that panicked. So, hopefully people that have been getting into this and buying and investing are making smart investments. But the point I wanted to make is the people who are losing right now, the people who are not going to win, the people who are going to get thrown out, are the people that are only in this just strictly for the money and the money only. The people that are going to come out on top in this market and are going to come up top when everything all settles down, like the dust settles, are going to be people like us, the people that care, the people that love the game, the people that enjoy this. And the reasoning why is because we don't do it for money first. I want to tell you a little bit of a story. I'm going to bring this down here, okay? Nice and easy. One of my absolute treasured prizes, okay? Starter Deck Kaiba. Not first edition, not sealed. Still, absolutely an incredible piece to actually own. I'm so happy I own this. This is just a big piece of my childhood, okay? So, this guy right here, I picked up, I want to say, I think it was around 2014, 2015. I'm trying to think. It's been a little while. I picked it up for $60. $60 Canadian, of course. So, like, in the current market, what's that, 40, 50 US, something like that? So, like, $60 Canadian, right? I picked it up not as an investment, not as something I wanted to just flip for money down the road, wasn't anything like that. I picked it up because it was a part of my childhood. It was something that I really liked, I really enjoyed. And I just wanted to, I at that point in time, I had already, the big collection I built up as a kid, I gave away to my cousin. I outgrew Yu-Gi-Oh! I got too old. What a joke, right? What a joke. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make, I guess, is I picked it up just as a piece for myself. Now, of course, I always like to look at pricing. I'm curious. That has rocketed, even for an unsealed, even for an limited edition, even in the condition it's in. I can easily sell that for $200-$300 and maybe $500-$600. That might be a little bit on the optimistic side, so maybe I'm a little bit off there, but The point is that investment has increased over time. And why did it increase? Because I bought what I wanted. I bought what I like. So another really good example is LOB, and again, not first edition because I'm not rich. The whole point of this channel is budget investing, or investing on for a regular person that's not going to have a bunch of money to spend. An LOB Exodia set. I'd pull it out and I'd show you, but the binder's in a weird spot. I'm not going to get into that. But I have the 5 pieces. They're unlimited. They are actually original print from 2002. They're not actual reprints, which is really cool. Again, same deal. I picked it up for like 50, 60 bucks, I think, right? It was one of those things as a kid. I dreamed. That was like the biggest thing ever. And I remember people going, man, I'll trade you Exodia, this and that. I never, ever got my hand on Exodia. I got a hand on like a limb or something like that, like one of the common ones it released. So I went out and bought it. Same deal. A near mint set of LOB Exodia right now, even without first edition, that big, cute, sexy first edition stamp on it, is still in the $100 range, or within the hundreds of dollars of range. So I'm talking, again, potential for 400 to 500, maybe 6. Again, don't want to be too optimistic. I'm not going to go out, if I'm going to sell right now, I wouldn't go with the attempt. But I'm going to go back to the point is, I keep buying stuff. I'm holding on long term to stuff. I keep buying stuff that I like. Because the way I like to look at it is, I don't look at this as a money first kind of thing. I know we talk about buying and talking about selling. I am so much enjoying doing this on the side and making a few dollars passively just buying and selling cards and that kind of thing. It's really fun, right? It stimulates the market. It gets people the things they want. It's just fun. It's a good time. But I've got a big shelf up here. I'm going to see if I can kind of show you guys just a little bit here. I'm not sure how far it can reach, but I've got a big shelf of all the fun stuff that I've been opening, collecting, whatever. And I've got, a bunch of old school cards. I've got, some sealed packs. I have the works. And the greatest part about this is, the greatest part about when it's all said and done is if the Yu-Gi-Oh market... Oh, I'll try to fix myself here. Come on, you want to see my beautiful face. Come on. This is what I get for trying to show people myself. You bear with me here. Well, you're going to get this much of my face for now until I figure out my screen. Don't you just love technology? But the point I'm trying to make, all said and done here, is if the Yu-Gi-Oh market crashes, if everything goes to shambles, the dust settles, and whatever, I'm still going to come up ahead. Maybe not money-wise, but I am going to come up ahead in the fact that I've got a giant collection full of stuff here that I can just stare at, I can just look at, and I can enjoy. I'm so happy with the fact that I got this. This here is amazing to me. Just to be able to look up and go, oh man, look at all this cool stuff I have. All these starter decks and all these things. And the reasonable part of myself also knows that on the money front, if I'm going to look at that as a secondary, kind of as a secondary piece or a secondary thing to kind of think about or consider, is, wow, sorry guys, technical difficulties today. Yeah, that's what I get. Alright, good enough. But yeah, so I know that I've made some sound investments that I know I'm probably not going to realistically lose money on. Things like those old starter decks that I've got, they're not making more of those. There's no reprints. There's no starter deck Kaiba again, right? Those things will hold value over time. They may drop, they may dip, but as things go on, there's going to be less of those as time goes on, whether that people lose them or whether that people, ruin them or open them or, that kind of deal. So I'm never going to lose, I guess is the kind of way to look at it. Whether it's monetarily if I lose, whatever, but, as a collector, oh man, this is nothing compared to what a lot of people have. And this is one thing that I don't like, I don't like to see unrealistic things. I love watching guys like, Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh! I love watching Ruxin. I love watching, things like that. But the things they open and the collections they have, at least for where I stand right now and where I'm realistically looking in the future, I'm never going to have PSA 10 slabs of first edition LOB cards. I'm never going to have a sealed booster box of Metal Raiders first edition just sitting shiny in my collection. So that's kind of the point I'm trying to make without rambling too hard is, if you're going to go out and collect and do it, don't ever just do it for the money first. Understand that when it comes to these, the people that are going to win, the people that are going to hold on, the people that are going to stay into this, are going to be the people that are dedicated to this, okay? that have the attitude that they want to collect and sell and make, make something out of it. It's got to be you have to have the attitude for it, okay? But at the end of the day, it's going to be people that collect the things that they want to collect that are sentimental, because a lot of things that are sentimental to me are going to be sentimental to, little Timmy over there that's been also, collecting and things like that. So, be smart. Don't blow money you don't have, right? So this month has been, kind of tight. Bills are paid. I got beer I can pay for. I've got, I'm not in a bad place, but money's a little bit tight. That it just is what it is. It's not the end of the world to me. So, enjoy it. Don't ruin yourself over it. Do not look at this money first. Just collect things you like, and man, like, seriously, I can just stare at this all. Like, a lot of this stuff's so cool. Like, I have a Hobby League trap hole, which is like $10. It's maybe $15 at most. Like, it's not that expensive of a card, but it's so cool to have. And I know a card like that, realistically, without any sort of massive failure, I'm probably not going to lose value either. So I win either way. Anyways, that's my talking point for the day. I just want to have a little chat about, about Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I'm hoping the people that have been collecting for a while, for a long term, hope you're doing well. I hope the people that got back into it or just got into it, the people that are fresh and amateur at this stuff, I'm hoping that's why you're watching this channel or watching my videos. But, I'm hoping that you guys might get something out of it, or might get a little more, a little more confidence, a little bit better of an attitude towards collecting. I don't really have a whole lot more to show you guys, I think, right now, but, let's have some fun. I'm just really enjoying this. I've been doing this, back into this seriously for the last, not even a year. I'm having so much fun, and I've made a few bucks along the way. I paid for car tires, I paid for car repairs. A few extra bucks doesn't hurt either, so, I don't know. That's my thought process. You guys have a good night, evening, weekend, Monday, Tuesday, whatever it is. I'll drink to that. Cheers.